All right, guys, how is it going? You guys there? Everybody there? Everybody can hear me okay? Make sure we've got everything turned on the way it's supposed to be turned on here. I am not good at live streaming. I am trying very hard. I don't do this every day. So, hey guys, welcome back to Control, Delete, Stream, Delete, Alt, Delete, whatever the hell we're calling this. Control, Stream, Delete. That's what we're calling it. Yeah, we're gonna delete the streams maybe possibly after we stream them. No, actually we don't. We actually archive them. We go back and we do like some little news bites or whatever, but just waiting for people to come in. How you guys doing? Yeah, I don't even know the name of my own damn show, right? I'm that good at this. Okay, everybody can hear? All right. Yeah, so we're going to cover some gaming news today. We're going to do maybe some gameplay today. I'm thinking Gravity Circuit. Maybe we'll play some Gravity Circuit. Have you guys ever played that? It's like Mega Man. It's actually pretty cool. So, here you find. All right. Everybody coming in here. Yeah, so welcome back. If you guys are unaware, I'm new. Hey, thank you. Didn't have to. Man, you guys are starting early. Did not have to do that. Let's make sure I'm in the multi-stream here. Thank you very much. Nathan says, hey, Clownfish TV, how's it going? Crazy month on Helldivers 2. Glad we win, and Inside Out 2 is not going to make money. Have you played Ninja Gaiden? I've played Ninja Gaiden many times. It's very hard. But are you talking newer, or are we talking like the classics? Yeah, I played the classics, and I got my teeth handed to me because they're very hard games. But I'm going to try playing, I think, some Gravity Circuit today, which is an indie game. It's like Mega Man. I had another game that I did that was like Mega Man, but this one's even more like Mega Man than that one. And it's actually really good. The music's really good. Hey. Yeah, it's not a very big game. I got it last year for Switch, and I picked it up on sale for Steam. It was like under $10. It's actually a very good game. But I haven't played it in a while, so we'll see how we're doing. We got some people coming in here. All right. So yeah, just to start things off here, just a reminder, we are sponsored by ourselves in this particular video. So if you guys go out to Patreon, Clownfish TV at Patreon, and we are, let's see here, I gotta change this setup here. I cannot monitor myself. There we go. Now I can hear myself. All right, but that sounds kind of echoey. All right, let's go there. All right. I always hate messing with the settings when I'm doing live streams because I'm always gonna screw something up. Yeah, so go out to Patreon, Clownfish TV on Patreon, and you can, tell you what, I'll just take these off. You can support the podcast, support the comics, support the games. We're doing lots of different things. Trying to mix up a little bit. I don't trust YouTube. I'm going to be honest. I really don't trust YouTube. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but there's definitely something going on with it. Kate the Twin Blade says, Neon, what's your favorite Final Fantasy and why is it 10? It's actually, I'm sorry, it's not 10. My favorite Final Fantasies are the two Final Fantasies that a lot of people don't like, actually like 8 and 12. Sorry, I love 12 because I love tactics. Yeah, Gravity Circuit's on sale on GOG too. It's actually a very good game. Controls are very tight. I like it. I've played it before. Hey, Nathan, again, you don't have to do that. Ninja Gaiden, the complete trilogy. I might have to look into that. You have to diversify. Yeah, we do have to diversify. I gotta tell you, it's been kind of a wake-up call for us over the last couple months because it just seems like Google, and we'll talk about that because this comes back to all the AI stuff going on. And it seems like they're just not really interested in pushing people to websites. They're not really interested in pushing independent content creators. So I worry about it. I do worry about it. I'm like, I don't want to lose touch with you guys. I mean, worst case scenario, I go weld or something, right? That's what we do. That's what we do. So let's see here. Yeah, check us out on Patreon. I'm getting sidetracked here. Indiegogo, if you guys missed, I'm going to refresh this here. If you guys missed Shadowbinders, 1, 2, and 3, we're doing a reprint drive. We're going to reprint 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is sold out. It's actually sold out twice. And 3 is coming later this year. So you guys can go out to Indiegogo. We weren't going to do Indiegogo because I didn't like... Last time they actually held on to our money for a month, and I don't understand why they did that, but I'm going to give them another chance. A lot of people said they prefer Indiegogo to like going through an independent site. So anyway, let's talk gaming news. So there we go. I pimped our stuff. I pimped our stuff here. Microsoft is not buying Valve for $16 billion. There was a rumor that Microsoft was going to buy Valve for $16 billion, and it wouldn't surprise me because Steam is actually, I think, the biggest competitor to Xbox right now. And, if you're going to try to force people to use your platform, you buy the competition, right? But they just bought Blizzard. And, I just think it's... I would hate to see it. There's always GOG, but that's CD Projekt Red? Is it they own GOG? I think they own GOG. I don't know. Fuel the Gamer website. Yeah. We're gonna talk about that. So this is coming from 80 dot level. I think it's 80 level. No, Microsoft is not buying Valve for $16 billion. Come on, you can't believe everything blue check marks on Twitter tell you. I would not be surprised if they tried. Because if everybody's going to PC for gaming and they don't use Xbox, that's going to make Microsoft very, very angry. So, yeah, it said over the past 24 hours, the weirdest rumor imaginable spread across the internet like wildfire, alleging that Microsoft is preparing to purchase gaming giant Valve for a relatively modest sum of $16 billion in cash. Kicked off by Twitter user YourCS, the rumor was quickly picked up and amplified by a slew of YouTubers and media outlets. We did not report on it right away because I'm like, I don't know. They're kind of hurting right now. They just shut a bunch of studios down. I don't know. They rode the wave of panic over the possibility of Valve getting bought and begged Gabe Newell to not sell the company, bringing up Microsoft's latest Tango Gameworks and Arcane Austin kerfuffle. Yeah, they shut down the studio that was making, that made Hi-Fi Rush, which is a bummer because that game was good. Yeah, I'm actually a real human. People haven't seen me before. I look pretty much like the Avatar. Imagine that. Yeah, so this is the original tweet. No stock, all cash. There's discussions about them buying them out in 2020. No credible evidence or publications have come out this year about Microsoft wanting to buy Valve. It would not surprise me if they did. I'm gonna be honest, but that's gonna be terrible for indie games. It'd be very little competition. Despite the $16 billion figure being objectively too low considering Valve's annual profits and with no evidence whatsoever provided by the Twitter user, many still took the gossip seriously, dreading the prospect of Microsoft one day owning Valve, as do I. I think it's terrible. And more importantly, Steam. Some even speculated that the purported consideration to sell the company stemmed from numerous deadlock leaks that emerged over the past week. At the same time, a huge number of people ridiculed the news, stating that the alleged deal was simply impossible given the circumstances. Yeah, it'd definitely be a monopoly at that point. Set the record straight, Tom Warren, an industry insider and senior editor at The Verge, has taken to Twitter to dispel the rumors and confirm that there is no such deal in the works, nor does Microsoft have any plans to acquire Valve in the near future. Giving blue ticks to everyone was a bad idea. That really makes these people angry. A lot of these people are like, I'm unwillingly blue checked because they want to hide the blue check because they don't want to be accused of giving Elon money. Tom remarked in his Twitter post, poking fun at the user who does indeed have a blue check mark. To add insult to injury, the original post received a community note reaffirming that there's no evidence supporting the supposed deal's existence. Now, that doesn't mean that they're not talking about it. Doesn't mean they wouldn't want it. I could totally see Microsoft wanting to buy Steam because, again, they're trying to install Xbox on everybody's computer, and it is on pretty much everybody's Windows computer right now. And yeah, I mean, you can't have competition. It's Microsoft, right? You can't have competition. So they said at one point they were going to buy Nintendo. Nintendo laughed them out of the room, if I remember correctly. In August of 2020, Phil Spencer mulled prospects of buying Nintendo or Valve, said Microsoft's board are fully supportive if either opportunity arises. And Nintendo laughed them out of the room. So I don't think this is going to happen. I think it'd be a disaster for gamers if it did happen. because Steam allows independent games to be found, right? To be played outside of consoles. And that's a problem for Microsoft. When you're selling consoles, that's a problem. So let's talk a little bit more about Microsoft. You know, while I have you here, they have announced this AI app, and I did a podcast episode about it, and that's going to be coming hopefully later today or tomorrow. It's called Recall. Have you guys seen this? It's Recall, which is basically AI that remembers everything on your desktop, everything that's ever been on your desktop, including your passwords, including your porn, you know, whatever you got on your desktop. And it's turned on by default in Windows 11, or will be turned on by default in Windows 11. And that makes me highly concerned. I think it's time to migrate to Linux. I've been thinking about it for a while, to just switch all the machines over to Linux, but there are a lot of applications I use. They're Windows applications. They don't work with Wine terribly well. But yeah, this is just crazy. And I think I'll have to find the video. They have a video of it walking you through Minecraft. It can actually see what you're seeing, and it can talk to you. It can tell you, well, you need to get more materials, you need to get more sticks. It's kind of crazy, right? Yeah, so, oh, thank you very much for watching, guys. Didn't notice the Pac-Man on your cartoon shirt. Yeah. This is why I have Apple. Yeah, the Brain Butchers. Yeah, Recall, Total Recall. There we go. Yeah, so Microsoft has released details about Recall, an AI-powered app that remembers everything you see or do on your computer. The point of Recall, again, this comes from Niche Gamer. Gotta give them credit. The point of Recall is to allow users to search things they remember seeing or working on without remembering the exact name or file. Right? So you could say, hey, I found a recipe for chicken noodle soup. So I'm going to type in chicken noodle soup. Oh, there's a screenshot of chicken noodle soup. Oh, hey, grandma in a furry costume. I saw this at one point on a website, or I have this for some godforsaken reason. I have this on my desktop. Can you find it for me? So it's basically search with extra steps, and it's kind of frightening. I'm going to be honest. I don't like this, and I know some privacy experts, some online security experts said this is just a disaster waiting to happen, because if somebody gets into your PC, they literally have a record of everything you've ever done or seen on your PC, all in one place, and it's not good. But here's what it can do for gaming. So I'm going to turn audio, I think, on this. This is a guy playing Minecraft, and it's walking him through. It actually can see what he sees. So there's no need for game guides anymore as long as you're playing on a Microsoft PC. And they want everybody playing on a Microsoft PC. So if, just hypothetically speaking, if they would buy Steam, this is what they're thinking. Like, everybody's going to have to play games on a Windows PC, and then we're going to AI the hell out of it, and that scares me. It's not good. I don't think it's a good thing. All right, let's put this on here.
Hey, Copilot, how's it going?
Hey, it looks like you're about to dive into some Minecraft.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to make a sword.
To craft a sword, you'll need some materials. Can you open your inventory? Just press E on your keyboard. You've got some sticks, perfect for the sword's handle, but it looks like you're missing the material for the blade. Let's start by gathering some wood or stone. Shall we head out and find some resources?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, isn't this creepy? Isn't that creepy? I think that's incredibly creepy. That's just me. But I don't want it looking over my shoulder. Tell me what to do. I don't know about you, but I think it's very creepy. Hey, Ethereal Dragon, happy birthday. I just happened to see this. Thanks so much for watching. Glad you're spending it here watching me talk about gaming stuff. The voice is pretty cool. The voice is pretty cool. I mean, it doesn't sound robotic. It sounds strangely human, which is actually, I think, in a lot of ways worse. But there we go, guys. So let me see here. We have like 400 people watching on Twitter. There's more people watching on Twitter. Yeah, it's like Game Genie 2024, pretty much. It kind of reminds me of they did the walkthroughs. I know there's a lot of backlash when they did the walkthroughs on was it Super Mario Galaxy 2, where they would basically beat the game for you. But this is like the AI is looking over your shoulder and telling you what to do. I don't like it. That's my personal opinion. All right, so what else we got here? Oh, hey, let's talk about this. Neil Druckmann, so remember Neil, right? He made like 3 games, I think. Neil Druckmann says new Naughty Dog title could redefine mainstream perceptions of gaming. Don wants to know, is Copilot integrated into everything Microsoft? I think it's getting there. I think if it isn't already, it's going to be. So anyway, Neil Druckmann says new Naughty Dog title could redefine mainstream perceptions of gaming. The Last of Us's director's next project is perhaps the most thrilling yet. Studio parent company Sony used its corporate strategy meeting on Thursday to present its creative entertainment vision, which it describes as long-term vision for where it wants to be in 10 years. Hopefully still making video games, because I don't know if there's a future in consoles. With an eye toward future technological advances, and it probably will include AI. In an interview published to coincide with today's event, Neil Druckmann was asked to share details about a personal vision or dream project he wants to see realized. I've been lucky to work on several dream projects and am currently excited about a new one, which is perhaps the most thrilling yet. There's a growing appreciation for gaming that transcends all age groups. Unlike when I was growing up, the shift is highlighted by our venture into television with The Last of Us, which I hoped would bridge the gap between gamers and non-gamers. The show's success has spotlighted gaming, illustrating the rich, immersive experiences that we can offer. This visibility excites me. Yeah, so he's basically making games for TV. Is that what he's doing? He's basically making games with an eye on television. Can we adapt this to TV? That's what he's doing. So now video games have become the new comic books, right? Because for the longest time, comic books were just Hollywood pitches disguised as comic books. Now we're going to spend a couple $100 million on a AAA title or whatever, and then pitch that as a franchise. I'm eager to see how this new game resonates, especially following the success of The Last of Us, as it could redefine mainstream perceptions of gaming. They have yet to announce its next game, and Druckmann has danced around its identity during recent interviews. He suggested the studio would reveal its next game closer to the release than has previously been the case in a bid to combat work-life balance issues. No, he just doesn't want anybody knocking him off, I think. Or they don't know what the hell the game actually is, right? Having previously acknowledged strong fan demand for The Last of Us Part 3. Is there strong fan demand? I don't know. Druckmann recently confirmed that he has a concept for a third game in mind and thinks there will be one more chapter of the story. Yeah, they got to kill off Ellie, right? He's also spoke about wanting to try new things. You have to take risks and find new ideas. And many companies would insist on sticking with profitable franchises, but Sony's culture and philosophy empower us to pursue new ideas. Art requires risk. God, this guy is just so pretentious. It's like, he's just so pretentious, isn't he? He's an artiste now. He's an artiste. Yeah, he's going to stop making blockbuster games here in the near future. He says. I don't know. I think he's gone Hollywood. I think he's pretentious. Good luck with that, I guess. I don't know. Just looking through the list here, making sure the Surface. I have a Surface tablet. All right. You need a Death Star Galactic Golf Club to blast our way through this planet-sized garbage. Yeah, it sounds very non-committal and very, I don't know. It's just vaporware. It's vaporware, guys. Let's see here. Gamers are becoming less interested in games with deep strategy, according to this study from IGN, which now, by the way, let's talk about IGN. Because IGN owns everything right now, right? We talked about this on the main channel. And sorry if I'm losing my voice here, guys. I've been like fighting off some kind of crud, but GaGadget.com, whatever that is. Big changes in gaming journalism. IGN Entertainment has bought the popular portals Eurogamer, VG247, and Rock Paper Shotgun. Yeah, gaming journos are freaking out, aren't they? They're freaking out on Twitter. They're doxing Grums now, I guess. I mean, it's like things are crazy because they're all going to be out of work because we don't need 10,000 mid-tier, lower-tier video game websites when nobody's reading them. Would Geeky be willing to do a chapter read of a high fantasy novel if she has time? Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time these days. We are very busy, but yeah, we try to make time. We try to make time. It takes us a year to get through fan mail, guys, and it's not because we're jerks. It's just like we are so busy. We do other stuff besides YouTube, and we're just very, very busy. But we definitely appreciate you guys thinking of us. Yeah, IGN bought everything, so we're gonna get back to this. Gamesindustry.biz, Eurogamer in 6 languages, Rock Paper Shotgun, VG247, Dicebreaker, which is a tabletop site. And they also own shares in Outside Xbox, Digital Foundry, and Hookshot, which publishes Nintendo Life, Push Square, Purebox, and Time Extension. And yeah, they're all kind of freaking out right now. We're getting stories like this from the Gamer. I miss when the trolls used to care because I think they know that they're probably gonna get shut down here pretty soon. You know, this is right after, hi, I'm an idiot who's mad about everything in video games except the layoffs. But yeah, it's not looking too good. And Grums, I mean, we'll talk about it. I don't, like, to be honest, I don't know the full story. I do not follow this drama day to day. I do see stories that he posts. We've had him on the channel a couple times, actually. We've had Grums on. But no, nobody should be doxxed. I don't care if it's a gaming journo or somebody you don't like or some, you know, weirdo furry or whatever, whoever the person is. Like, I don't think you should be doxing people, because even if you're not going to do anything, it basically, the reason this happens is to put their information out there, even if it's publicly available, to put the information out there so some other crazy person does something. Just because you won't do anything doesn't mean, and you just basically, you know, gift wrapped it, dropped it off on their doorstep and said, here you go. And whatever bad things happen, I want something bad to happen to this person. Whatever bad things happen, I'm not responsible for it because I didn't actually do it. But here you go. Here's all their information, all the information you need. That's why they do it. They don't want to be the ones to swat somebody. They don't want to be the ones to, you know, do the deed. But they're gonna wrap up that information, put a bow tie on it, and drop it on a crazy person's doorstep and say, here you go. You know, so that's why I'm against it, because you don't know what somebody's gonna do. And if somebody's gonna do something crazy, you should make it a lot harder for them to get the information. But yeah, he's claiming it's a gaming journo that did it. Now there's a talk of police and lawsuits and all that, but they are losing their minds. I'm seeing a lot of them, you know, angry that YouTubers are doing okay. You know, they had the chance to pivot to video. A lot of them tried and they didn't do very well. Some of them tried, they did okay. Some of them are actually cut out for doing YouTube, maybe more so than I am. Yeah, but they're cut out for doing YouTube and they'll be fine. They're cut out for doing podcasts, they'll be fine. A lot of them, 90% of them, I don't think they really care about games. I think they were using gaming journalism as a step stool for something else. They want to be like real journalists or whatever. And they don't really care about games. They definitely don't care about gamers. I mean, I've seen more fan baiting and more antagonism of gamers over the last 10 years than I think any fandom. I mean, we talk about Star Wars, we talk about animation, we talk about comic books, but like video game journalists and people working in the tabletop industry just really loathe the fans. Like they really do. It's like constant, like just constant attacks. I see we're talking about, have you guys checked out The Blood of Zeus and The Dragon Prince? Dragon Prince, we actually gave a very good review of that show. That was actually one of the guys that worked on Avatar, Last Airbender. And the one that's coming out might be like the last Cartoon Network show ever, and I can't remember the name off the top of my head. but it's got a black girl and like a panther with a bunch of blue spots on it. That actually looks kind of cool. Looks kind of good. Yeah, Mercante is more provocateur than journalist now. Yeah, she's. I think what's going on. I think the reason that people like Alyssa Mercante are whacking the beehive and the gamer is they know it's over for them. Like there's no doubt. As soon as Geo Media gets a buyer, they are going to sell Kotaku or shut it down, take the tax write-off. She knows she's done, but she's just trying to get as much internet clout as she can and get as much, as many views as she can. Maybe her pay depends on views. I don't know, but she's obviously doing it just to stick it to people. I think that's what they're doing. I think they're trying to stick it to people on the way out. They know they're done. They want to stick it to people on the way out. And, that's kind of a horrible way to go through life, right? Let's talk about, let's see, where are we at here? Oh yeah, this is the Last of Us. Oh, Atari. Yeah, this is kind of interesting. And I think I'm going to get into some gameplay here. Atari acquired the Intellivision brand and game library. This is a very rare opportunity to unite former competitors and bring together fans of the golden age of gaming. Former Intellivision will rebrand and continue distribution of the Amico console. So do you guys remember the Amico debacle? I don't fully understand what was going on with that. I know that it was like a Kickstarter thing, and apparently it didn't work out very well for them. But I had Doug Tenaple on. God, I had him on Clownfish TV like 4 years ago, and he was talking about how they were going to do Earthworm Jim on Intellivision. But this is so weird. This is kind of like I want to see ColecoVision get rolled into this too. Like all these classic games rolled into one. I never really cared for the Intellivision. I thought it was kind of lame, personally. Like I like the ColecoVision. I like the Atari, but the Intellivision just was kind of like, yeah, this is too nerdy for a game console. I just didn't like it. I didn't really care for it that much. But yeah, this would be like Nintendo buying Sega, which I think could happen. I actually think that could happen someday. So now they're selling it. And so now immediately buy the shirts with Intellivision on it. They're not wasting any time. No offense. I thought Atari was dissolved long ago. I'm glad to say I was wrong. We're not offended. I thought they were too. I thought that they were, and then the brand got sold to somebody else. Will we get Intellivision style controllers? This is my first console. Yeah, I never really care. I think it's because I don't have an attachment to the Intellivision because I didn't really grow up with it. Now, I was pretty young when the Intellivision and the ColecoVision were out, and I knew the rich kids had the ColecoVision, which had the better version of Donkey Kong, and I had an Atari 2600. Used Atari 2600, but I really didn't get into gaming like a lot until the NES came out. I'm glad you still exist. Same. Man, what did I do for an Atari shirt? Never had one. I'm 29 years young. We actually have a ton of shirts. Buy our shirts. Buy our stuff. They came out with the 2600 Plus, and I was kind of looking at that. Does anybody have that? Hello, Tuco. Hello. Has anyone ever checked out the 2600 Plus? Because I was kind of looking at that. It's supposed to play actual cartridges, and it's supposed to be like way better than the other flashback consoles or whatever they had. Hey, thank you very much. Minimal Effort Gaming just back volumes 1 through 3 of Shadowbinders. Yeah, I'll pimp my stuff since Atari's pimping shirts. We'll go back out to Indiegogo. We are releasing volume 3 of Shadowbinders this year. And then everything going forward is going to be brand new content. This is like the remainder of the webcomic version of Shadowbinders. And it's like half old content, the webcomic, and then the other half is all brand new material. And then we're doing a reprint of 1 and 2. So if you like Final Fantasy, you like steampunk, you'll probably like Shadowbinders. And Crimson Ren 2 is going to be coming later this year, and we're trying to coordinate on that one. So thank you very much for backing. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to support the channel, again, go out to Patreon, Clownfish TV. In case YouTube goes dark, we don't know what's going to happen. It's scary. The internet's scary right now. Everything's changing, man. I don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, I think we're going to wrap that up. I think we're going to play a game. You want to play a game? Well, actually, let's make fun of one of these articles first, and then we'll play a game. All right, so this is coming from The Gamer. This is, I Miss When the Trolls Used to Care, from Stacey Henley. Stacey Henley actually got into a debate with one of our Clownfish TV writers during Hogwarts Legacy. And that was pretty interesting. And Stacey Henley, as I recall, said something stupid on a podcast, and the BBC had to apologize to J.K. Rowling because Stacey Henley is a trans activist and does not like J.K. Rowling, as is their right. If they don't like J.K. Rowling, they do not have to like J.K. Rowling. But the whole personality seems to be antagonizing gamers. I miss when the trolls used to care. We used to only hate the things we loved. Contradictory, I know, but it's also the central premise behind several dozen epic poems, novels, and murder-suicides. Wow, that got dark. There's a form of hate that only comes from a love twisted into something rotten. It's hard to go from zero to hate. You need the running start that backs up all the way to love in order to springboard yourself into hate. Let's look at a few examples. That is actually true. So for all the attacks that these journalists have against YouTubers, the reason a lot of us, I'm not saying all of us, some of us just kind of got into it because they just wanted to hate on stuff. Some of us got into it because they were always politically minded, but most of us started out being thoroughly upset with the state of things right now, whether it's comic books or Star Wars or Star Trek or video games or whatever it is. That's why so many of us started doing this. Myself, my wife included. We noticed a big change in the industry, and we got into it when we actually thought we could lose everything, like lose every connection to the pop culture space. Because I remember having a conversation with Geeky, and I said, we open our mouths about comic books, and we tell people what's going on behind the scenes with publishers from our point of view. We're never going to work in the industry again. It's over. We're not going to get invited to conventions anymore. Nobody's going to acknowledge us anymore. It is 100% over. And we looked at each other and we're like, yeah, we're okay with that. But we talked about it for a couple days. So yeah, we actually love this stuff. This is what we wanted to do. This is part of the reason that we got together, because we both had a deep love of pop culture. And then we just watched the whole thing collapse, in a very short period of time. Thank you very much, YK Penguin. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So yeah, fandoms used to be for fans only. Back in the day, if something appeared in Star Wars you didn't agree with, two things happened. Firstly, if you loved Star Wars, you would rant and rave and post on forums via dial-up modem. That's true. You loved it and they added something to it that you hated. This happened with Return of the Jedi. I remember that. A lot of people were angry about the Ewoks. They were angry that there was a second Death Star. And there was actually a magazine out, I think it was CinemaScape or something, but they had like a whole expose on Return of the Jedi. And I bought it because I love Return of the Jedi. And they were just like, yeah, this is the worst movie ever. It's completely ruined Star Wars. And then The Phantom Menace came along, right? But you did it because you loved it, right? The hypothetical thing being hated might be motivated by racism, homophobia, or sexism. It might be a lore issue. It might be something motivated by racism. Wait a second, Stacy. This hypothetical thing being hated might be motivated by racism, homophobia, or sexism. So alternatively, you didn't love Star Wars to begin with. In this case, you never heard about this thing you might have hated and didn't even care for it if you did. I think this has happened. This actually has happened with any political pundit. And I'm going to say it, on the right or the left, people have made pop culture weirdly political. We have a lot of people that got into fandom thinking it was a shortcut to get to Hollywood or whatever it was that they wanted to do, right? And they kind of latched onto this stuff. And but we have people on the right doing it too. I'm gonna be honest. We do. We have do I think Ben Shapiro actually cares about Star Wars? Do I think Matt Walsh actually cares about animation? No. But here we go. The hypothetical thing being hated might be motivated by racism, homophobia, or sexism. It might be a lore issue. It might be something motivated by racism, homophobia, or sexism that you blame on lore issues because you think black people or gay people or women. Oh God, Stacy, thank you for reminding me why all these sites are getting shut down. Here we go. And now we're getting into trans activism, and people hate these games because race and gender and whatever. Oh my God. Okay, there's the third group, the loudest and worst to deal with, who have invaded every corner of the internet to make it worse. I'm sure that they're probably including us in this group. They don't care about Yosuke. They do not care about Aloy. They do not care about Lightyear. I cared about Lightyear. They care about nothing. A few of them have Patreons or subscriber Discords or YouTube channels or websites called The Daily Wire and rely on stoking culture war fires for relevance, but most of them are just here for the carnage. No love, just hate. Well, I could say the same thing of activists that have infiltrated gaming journalism. Now, I'm not saying Stacey Henley doesn't care about games. I mean, Stacey seems like they know a thing or two about games, but Stacey has also used this platform to push activism. So really, you're no better than the people you're claiming to hate. And this is why so many of these sites are getting shut down, because they're not really about video games. It's just for activism, and it's getting old. I don't care what your politics are. I really don't. You know, there's a time and a place for those discussions, and it's not. I don't think it's in this space. I don't think it's in the comic book space, other than stories that maybe deal with it directly, and realize that not every story is for every person, but everything. Like, you cannot get away from this. Like, you can't get away from it. They just keep like doubling, tripling down on you. And this is why gamers aren't going to these websites. This is why they're shutting down. It's as simple as that. This is why you're losing your jobs. Yeah, it's not hard. You just got to talk about video games. You know, back in the day, this was gaming journalism right here. That's all you have to do. Just talk about video games. Tell people about the new games coming out. Tell them what you think about games. Play some games. That's all you got to do. It's not hard. This isn't really hard, but you know, they've spent the last 10 years stoking outrage themselves, and for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So you push hard politically in one direction, you're going to get pushback just as hard, if not harder, from the other side. So the whole thing's imploding. What are we going to do? I don't know. Tuco wants to say, hey, how do you and Geeky protect your kids from Disney? Well, they don't want to go as much as they used to because it's too hot. We don't go as much as we used to go to Disney. You guys have no idea. So I actually was, and I don't know if you've ever caught the videos. I actually was on Disney's media list. We were actually on Disney's media list. We worked with a travel agency, and we did this for years. Literally got paid to go to Disney theme parks, review stuff. The problem with that is, if they give you free stuff, they expect nice things to be said. Always. You're not allowed to be negative at all. But yeah, our kids went to, I mean, they've probably had 3 lifetimes full of Disney trips crammed into, 5-year period. It's insane. We were going like every other month. And there were times that I would fly out to California, go to Disneyland, and then be back home for like a day, and then have to turn around and go do some other event in Florida. So I think they're Disneyed out. They actually love, their favorite thing right now is actually Halloween Horror Nights at Universal. So that's how we protect them from Disney. They're just not into it that much. They still like Disney stuff they grew up with. I know they're really into like Gravity Falls, but Gravity Falls is like one of those things that Disney produced that they did in spite of themselves, and it was during a different time. So anyway, let's play some games. I think we're going to play some games, right? I'll play games for a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to be any good at this. I haven't played it in a while, but it was pretty fun when I did. So let us switch things over here. We're going to do this. We're going to do some Gravity Circuit, which is an indie game. And it's actually pretty cool. All right. Let's see if I can get this pulled up. We got pulled up? There we go. All right. So Gravity Circuit is like Mega Man, and it's on Steam. It's on sale right now. I think it's like $10, something like that. But I played it on Switch last year. The music is very, very good. So I'm going to play this for a little bit. We'll see how far I get. I don't know if I'm going to get very far, and I definitely do not have time to beat it today, but I'll play for about 20 minutes, half an hour. If I can. Oh, I can't because my controller is not mapped. Well, that is great. Let me see here. This is great. Let's get out of here and see what's going on. All right, we're having technical difficulties. This is what I love about. This is what I love about live streaming, right? All right. Well, let's just switch it back to the news here for a second. All right, the controller was working. It was working before I started. I swear to God, it was working before I started. All right. There we go. All right. We'll get this pulled. There we go. There we go. You guys can hear? We going? Oh, it is still not working. Okay, that's interesting. So it gets to the... This is depressing. Yeah, it does not want to work. It doesn't even want to work on the keyboard. That is wild. Okay, well, I guess we're not playing Gravity Circuit. We're not playing Gravity Circuit because I can't get the freaking controller to work and the keyboard's not working either. Well, that's embarrassing. This is why it's on sale. No, it works great on the Switch. All right, well, let's stop this. Let's play something else. What else can we play? What do I have on here? Got Vampire Survivors. Hey, thank you very much, DeadTube. You did not have to do that. We've all suffered the demo effect. Yeah, right. So it's like, wait a minute. Yeah, no, I actually played this. I actually played this on Switch, and it was great. But it's that Switch, right? Everything works now. So there goes my whole spiel. I was like, everybody needs to switch to a gaming PC because it's so much better. Yeah, the music is fantastic. It's a good game. I probably just have to map the controller. I think I have a different controller. Well, let's try something else. Let's try Berserk Boy is also a Mega Man-like game. Let's see what else we got here. Here, we'll do this one. See if we can. They actually bundled this. This is called Vernal Edge. Have you guys seen this one? Yeah, that's a problem with it. Yeah, I mean, everything usually works great. We've all suffered the demo effect. Yeah, I love that. Let's try this one. Let's see what's going on with this. This is Vernal Edge. I've never played this before. It actually came bundled with Gravity Circuit. Grab a controller. Grab an Xbox controller, DualSense controller. I have a controller. Does it not like this controller? That might be the problem. It might not like this controller. Well, I have another one. I can do this. Hold on. Neon has left the building. Hold on. All right. Let's see. Maybe that was a problem. Let me see. I think it might be user error. Hold on. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. So this is a 8-bit do controller. And I was trying to use my other one, which is my Super NES style. You guys can't see that. Let's see if this works. Maybe the problem is me. The problem is, oh my God, look at that. Yeah, it doesn't, okay, so this works, right? 8-bit do. This is like my favorite controller. Does not seem to like this game. That is the problem. There we go. Now we know the problem. All right. Oh, I love how all of this stuff happens live. This is why I don't do live, guys, because it's always a disaster, right? All right, so there we go. I've got the correct controller now. Last time, the way they had it mapped, it actually went to the big picture mode, and I was trying to get out of it, and I'm like, well, how do I turn it off? Okay, Gravity Circuit, everybody. Gravity Circuit, for those of you who don't know, is like Mega Man, and the soundtrack is really good, and so we're gonna play a little bit of this. All right, let's see. And I cannot promise I'm going to be good at this. I played this on Switch like a year ago, so, but the music is fantastic. So I'll shut up and let you listen. Yeah, it's on Steam. It's only like $11 right now. We have 652 people. Wow. So yeah, if Matt from Udon is watching, you guys need to do a comic of this game. It's actually pretty cool. Will you do a Necro playthrough of Street Fighter 3 in the future? I should. Necro's my favorite character. I love Necro. But I'm actually better with Ken. All right, there we go. Music's awesome. You can get the soundtrack. I guess this guy did Mega Man music. Here we go. I love the sprites. All right, let's see if I can remember how to do this. Got a little bit of Strider going on, like he's got the vapor trail. Oh. That's right, you have to. It's kind of like Shatterhand. So I'm trying to remember how to dash here. That's right. There we go. We can do that. Do that. Okay. A bit of Ninja Gaiden going on there. Oh, I have to go up on the ceiling, that's right. Remember. I think. Can I go up? Alright. Trying to remember. I think I can cling to the ceiling. It's been like a year since I played this, so. See, that doesn't work. Yeah, you go up on the ceiling. Let me think here. How do I have this mapped? Put gamepad west, control icons, head up, down. Oh. There we go. There we go. Button was not assigned. I thought I was missing something. There we go. Yeah, they didn't have a button assigned for the grapple hook. I'm like, what the frick is going on here? I had to assign it. God, I haven't played this in so long. Yeah, I remember you can throw the guys. There we go, go up here. Yeah, you can juggle the guys, I know that. It's kind of fun. How does everyone do better than Mega Man? That's a good question. Like, it's same with Castlevania. It's like everybody's making Castlevania games, and they're better than, well, Konami's not making any Castlevania games. They're just making pachinko machines, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there we go. I am incredibly rusty at this. I didn't play it a whole lot. I played it like a year ago, and I thought it was really good. And it's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, when I get some time, I'll play this. It's very, very much like Mega Man X. Oh, there we go. Ah, hold on. Wait, do I have this mapped right? Flying strike, okay. Impact, hook shot. Hook shot vertical. Okay, so I want the... That was not working for me. There we go. Ah. Oh my god, I lost my controller. I lost my controller. It's not working now. Well, there goes my pitch for just switching the PC, right? Yeah, the controller just like crapped out on me. There we go. Move widget, capture. Nope, it's just like, oh my god, you kidding me? Okay, well. Game bar. Oh, come on. It's a Windows thing. All right. Tell you what, I guess that's it. That's all we're playing for today. Unreal. Okay. Well, tell you what. Let's try I was doing good too. I'll just hook it. Okay, so yeah, I'm not selling any gaming PCs, guys. I can tell you, I'm not gonna sell any gaming PCs. Try this again. Yeah, it was a stupid. It got into some Windows game bar and then decided it just wasn't gonna work anymore. Neon mode. Yep. I don't think so. I don't think the USB slot's going bad. The Wi-Fi card ate it. Let's try this again. Yeah, see now, yeah. But see, I'm toast now, right? Because I have to start over again. Oh my god. Neon mode. Yeah, it's working on this end, but I don't want to go through this again. Okay, maybe one more time. One more time. I'll just try not to hit the freaking... No, because I know what's going on. It wants to go to that stupid Windows game mode. Let's just skip all this crap. Can we skip all this crap? Oh, thank you very much, dog. You didn't have to do that. Loud House sucks and Primos was doomed from the start. Okay, well, I have my buttons mapped. Yeah, I can't play a game like this with a keyboard. Let's see here. Do we have everything? Bookshot. Do I have my... Yeah, okay, so that's all good. You know what? Wait, where's my rapid fire? I'll take that too. Okay, let's try this now. All right. It did it again. Are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, it did it. It's a Windows thing. It's a Windows thing. It keeps wanting to go into the game bar, and once it goes into the game bar, the controller craps out. Neon mode, where the difficulty setting is based on the hardware. Yeah, pretty much. Damn it. This pisses me off. This really pisses me off. Tell you what, let's try something else. You know, I kind of wondered because it was not working at first. All right, let's stop this one. Let's find something that's not gonna be stupid. Can we do? Tell you what, I'll play a couple minutes of Vampire Survivors. Why not? Why not? God, I'm so mad about that. Yeah. So what happens is, so the home button is actually doubles as a Switch controller. If your thumb slips on that, it opens up the Windows game bar, and as soon as it does that, it just the whole thing craps out. Like the controller doesn't work after that. Windows is trying to give me tips. Yeah, Windows is telling me to switch to Linux is what it's doing. That's all it's doing. That's all it's doing. All right, let's try something else here for the last couple minutes. We'll do, let's see here. God, it makes me so mad. It is a good game, though, guys. I played it on Switch. It's actually really good. It's definitely worth buying. Just be careful with the controller. All right, let's just do a couple minutes of this before we go. Oh, thank you, DeadTube. Yeah, there's a utility called Shut Up 10 that you can use to disable a lot of the useless functionality Microsoft dumped into Windows. Yeah, that's what it is. It basically it's jumped to this game bar thing, which I'm like, I don't even use. And yeah, I'm not into that. It's not cool. It's not cool. Yeah, it's not working. Oh, there we go. I got working again. That's freaking stupid. God, that's stupid. All right, let's just do a round of this real quick, and then we'll call it a day. Again, a Castlevania game not made by Konami. We'll do this. I did this before. We'll do sure. Why not? Why not? We'll see. I might not get very far in this, but have you guys played Vampire Survivors yet? I know some of you have. It's actually really good. This is kind of my like go-to game, and the Contra DLC is actually pretty good. Now I think they're gonna get Castlevania before it's all said and done. I mean, they're already working with Konami, so. I'm really pissed about that controller. I am incredibly pissed about it. I'm like fuming about it. I'm like, am I gonna have to switch to Linux just to do streams so I don't have this happen? I mean, I'm sure I can piss with the settings, but anyway, I'm gonna just play a little bit of this, and this is how we're gonna end it. Too many hours. But in Vampire Survivors, yeah, I got way too much time. There's my floor chicken. I have to say floor chicken. Somebody called me out for calling it a turkey before. Thinking going strictly Apple. Yeah, no, I agree. I did go Apple. That's the thing. I actually was an Apple user for years, and then everybody's telling me to go PC. They're like, you need to go PC because everything you're doing on Apple, your graphics apps and all that, you can do it on PC and you can do it better, cheaper, not have to spend $4,000 for a desktop. And I listened and I switched everything over to Windows, and here we are. Now they want to keep pushing Windows 11, which has this AI thing in it, which is just really freaking stupid. Google Shut Up 10. I need to look into that. Yeah, because I hate all the even 10. Like, there's so much bloat on 10, and 11's 100 times worse. So this is how I'm going to kind of see the stream out, guys. I've been on for like an hour now, and we don't stream a lot because we don't really have a lot of time to stream. But I thought I would pop in, and yeah, I'm really incredibly pissed off because I like Gravity Circuit, and I couldn't play it because of the damn controller, because of the damn Windows. So I'm going to tell you. buy a gaming PC, run it on Linux, run Linux, and use Steam. Unless Microsoft buys it, in that case, we're all kind of screwed, right? But yeah, I think I'm gonna see the stream out. I actually don't feel like playing this for a half an hour. I don't think you guys will watch me play this for a half an hour. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching. Greatly appreciate it, for sure. I don't really announce when we're gonna do the streams. I need to do that, I guess, if I'm gonna do this. But it's just kind of like, hey, I got an extra hour or two to kill. I could do a stream. But unfortunately, when you're live, things don't go the way you want them to go, right? All the time. But that's okay. At least I'm not drunk. So there's that. It could always be a lot worse. I'm gonna wrap this one up, guys. Man has the calmest pissed off voice. Oh no! You should hear me when I really get going. I can be difficult, but yeah. I used to, when I was a kid, I used to get so mad at the controller, like my Genesis controller for Ghouls and Ghosts. I bit it. I think I chipped a tooth on it too, but there were actually teeth marks in my Genesis controller because I was so pissed off at Ghouls and Ghosts that I bit the controller. Hey, thank you very much. DeadTube is sponsoring today's stream, by the way. Thank you very much. There's also a version of Windows 11 that dropped called Tiny 11, where the dude stripped out all of the Microsoft and AI stuff. Great compatibility. Yeah, that, like, I like the features of 11. I like the features of 10, the features I want. But I know we actually have some workhorse machines that are still running 7 because I don't want the bloat. Yeah, Ghouls and Ghosts is awful. And, you know, I'm a kid, and I'm like, this game is ridiculously hard. D&D rants. Yeah, I got all kinds of D&D books here. I don't know what the hell they're doing and everything. But, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, guys, I'm going to have to look into, like, Linux or stripping this thing down. That game bullshit that's on there, that is not cool. Chris Titus Tech has a Windows toolbar tool that's pretty good. Yeah, we gotta do something because this has happened before. And now it did say, it actually, to be fair, on Gravity Circuit, it did say before I booted the game that there was like some controller issue or something, known controller issue. So I don't know if it's like this controller, what the deal is, but it pisses me off. It pisses me off. Yeah, brief. Yeah, I don't do 4-hour streams, guys. I'm sorry, I can't do it. But okay, yeah. Ghosts and Goblins, Ghouls and Ghosts, very, very hard game. Actually, the Resurrection on that they have, I think they have it for Steam, they have it for Switch, and they have it for PS4 is actually pretty good. It does decrease the difficulty. Like if you die, it'll actually decrease the difficulty. But I mean, the game is already ridiculously hard, right? It's also got 2-player mode, co-op mode, which is pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. There we go. I don't want to play this for another half an hour. I'm still pissed about Gravity Circuit, and I'm not going to keep unplugging and plugging the controller back in, but it is a good game. Check it out. Just make sure you check the button mapping before you play it, but it is a good game. It's on sale. I did play it on Switch. It's awesome. The music's awesome. The soundtrack's awesome. The controls are tight. All right. So, hey, thanks so much, guys. Again, check us out, Neon on Twitter and Clownfish Gaming on YouTube. And clownfishtv.com and Clownfish TV on Patreon and Indiegogo. We have Shadowbinders, all that crap that we're selling. Thank you very much.